Ladies and gentlemen, the federal government is taking over all the states. They're engaged in total unconstitutional behavior. The White House is announcing they are going to start censoring the web. Their head of regulation, Cass Sunstein, is saying it. Italy is banning free speech on the web. That's mainstream news. Australia's doing it. The New World Order is moving fast and hard against free people everywhere. But it's illegitimate, it's illegal, it's tyranny. Past generations faced Mussolini, Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Pol Pot, and others. We're facing our own criminal governments. This is how history works. You know, I have an online video bookstore, and it is one of the main funders of the radio show, the TV show, the films I make, all the work we do, and it's expensive. Plus, you get great videos. So you're getting great videos, great books, great material, but you're also financing what we do. So please go to Infowars.com. Look at all the specials on Patriot Apparel, Don't Tread on Me shirts, Obama Joker shirts. I mean, we've got like 70 or 80. I haven't counted them. I know it's more than 70 different T-shirts, sweatshirts, ball caps. You want to meet like-minded people? Wear these to the gun show. Wear these to church. Wear these to work. Wear these on the street. You know, this is our culture. We're the majority. We're the constitutionalists. We need to show it. Go to the Tea Parties. Wake them up that both parties are controlled. We founded the Tea Parties. The neocons took it over. The point is, we need to carry the ball, carry the flag of liberty, and educate people. So visit the online video bookstore. It's got the best materials, the best books, the best videos, all my films, but scores of other films like Shadow Government that just came out that is amazingly powerful. I'm really impressed with these filmmakers. Get Follow the Republic half price. Get T-shirts for free when you order videos. A bunch of specials. Get a PrisonPlanet.tv membership, 15 cents a day, $5.95 a month. Get a trial membership, watch the live radio show in living color, download all my films in super high quality, burn them to disc, give them to people to play on their computers and TVs and most DVD players, prisonplanet.tv. Now, we've got Haiti, and that's coming up next hour. We've got the key election in Massachusetts today and what that means. Democrats revolting against Ted Kennedy's seat, showing how angry people are at Obama. That's why they're sprinting to the finish line. He knows he's got the lowest approval rating of any president 1 year in history. They know they're hated. That's why they want open amnesty for the open borders to overrun us and further bankrupt us. That's why they want to pass all these gun bills they've got in Congress. That's why they want to extrajudicially say no buy, no fly, put gun owners on a no-fly list. And that's why the BATF shutting down gun shops, gun shows, harassing everybody. Nickel and diamond, don't cross a T, dot an I, shut you down. That's why they're stinging and doing fake setups and fake arrests and arresting people and SWAT teaming people for arsenals, which aren't even illegal, you know, having more than 10 guns. They are coming after your guns right now at the regulatory and state level. And covertly in Texas, they've now shut down the gun show that's been here for close to 20 years. They ran out the last operator. The new one came in. They said, you'll tell people no private sales here or we're going to shut you down. They went to the landlord and got it shut down today. No more gun show where it's been for close to 20 years. I say close, since college, 16, 17, 18, 1992. I have been going to that gun show. Gone. They went outside the courts, outside the law, and said no more gun show, and HEB, the big food chain that owns that warehouse building, it's over. Unless we stand up and say no. And we've got the owner of the Texas Gun Show, Darwin Boedecker, online with us, and I want him to pop in this next 25 minutes we've got with Aaron Zelman, founder of the most hardcore, true, strong Second Amendment group, Jews of Preservation of Firearms Ownership. The big group, of course, is Gun Owners of America. They both work together. The NRA at the leadership level is a shill op. That's been proven. They supported the 68 Gun Control Act, you name it. Aaron Zelman, I've got reports here in Tennessee trying to ban gun shows, all these other states. Obama is clearly behind this, and we have our headline on this here. Obama administration shuts down oldest gun show in Central Texas. Now, you're a real expert on this more than I because you only focus on this issue. Am I right in saying this is a new level of tyranny to shut down a gun show and is racketeering?
Actually, it's an old level of tyranny. In other words, the government, for the last 100 years, if you think about every genocide that's happened in the last 100 years, they've all been preceded by gun control schemes. So there's nothing new. I mean, Obama has gone to the same dictator school as all the other clowns have. and all the other murderers, the Pol Pots, the Stalins, the Hitlers. And he's learned very well.
Well, this was Hitler's specialty, studying Hitler. He would, the first 5 or 6 years in power, he did it all outside the law with just thugs.
Well, what's the difference between that and the ATF criminals? Or I have a name, I call them Obama's bastards. And I think people need to give that some very serious thought as to what these people are really all about.
Well, seeing this case confirmed now, the local news is covering it. I mean, the police just come in secretly and just shut you down? No law, no nothing?
Well, it's because the people have tolerated it. I mean, the chief of police of that police force needs to have his life changed dramatically. His personal life has to become very public. But that's been very effective here in Milwaukee. They've got a chief up here, his name is Ed Flynn, who can't keep his zipper zipped. And people have been talking about it, and the man has just sort of kept his mouth shut after a while. So you need to find out every personal thing you can about the chief of police of Austin, Texas, and publicize it. You might get his attention at that point.
I remember when there was an internal city operation stealing old people's homes that were on lucrative property with 3-inch grass zoning violations, and it was a good police officer called me and said, okay, I'm going to give you 2 city council members' homes that have literally 3-foot grass. And we went and showed that on local TV, and they dropped their attacks. So we do have good police out there as well.
Well, I'm not condemning the police. I'm talking about the chief of police.
No, absolutely. We're trying to see.
The chief of police is no longer a peace officer. He's become a politician who can easily be bribed by other politicians.
Well, looking at this case specifically, I've had some constitutional law scholars on. I've researched it. I mean, this is blatantly illegal to have secret police running around getting people's leases pulled and threatening them and stuff.
Well, I think that there's an act of desperation going on in America, and I think that some of these folks who are trying to destroy America fear for their own safety, and they fear that they're going to fail at their goal to bring America under their heel. There's no other excuse for what's going on. And as we all know, the history of gun control has made it very possible for dictators to target people they don't like and ultimately murder them. But there's one other thing I would suggest that people do. We have a free film on our website, Alex. It's called No Guns for Negroes. And I think that it shows that it's a documentary about the racist roots of America's gun control laws. I think people need to start showing the racism that is so perverse throughout the federal government, especially the ATF. People need to see these jackbooted thugs as a bunch of damn racists.
Well, the federal government operates as if blacks aren't allowed to own guns. I mean, with knock and talk going on in Texas and everywhere else where they come and knock and want to inspect your guns with no warrant, no probable cause, door to door. But in black areas of the country, it's been on the news, they just force their way in.
Well, you see, but you have to understand something. This film covers about 100 years ago in Georgia where the U.S. military was going door to door, taking guns from blacks. That's being talked about today in America. So that's why I encourage people to watch the film, because it'll give them a history lesson that they can share with others and give all the other gun owners in Texas a good poke in the ribs and tell them to wake up as to what's going on. The one thing a government fears is an armed citizenry that's ready to rebel, or else they wouldn't be so darn concerned about gun control. So again, if I can encourage people to come watch the free film, No Guns for Negroes at jpfo.org, and you're certainly free to put it on your site if you want, Alex.
Sure.
That, in other words, we need to get people watching this and learning more about the racist roots of America's gun control laws, the danger of gun control. And also that film shows it gives more details about the racial fear that inspired the 68 Gun Control Act, where Tom Dodd used the Nazi gun control laws to create federal law. It is now, they gave incredible power to the BATF.
I want you to tell...
Need to start connecting the dots, Alex. We do. Do it real quick.
Well, there's no longer any denial. We have most of the czars in the White House. We have the Attorney General arguing in federal court in D.C. a year and a half ago that he believes in a total abolition of Second Amendment ownership. And then they try this double game of saying, we don't want your guns. We don't want your guns. We just want to legally restrict them, which means total ban. Now they've got all the bills introduced. And I agree with you, though. They're getting desperate because the national polls show 25, 30 years ago, 50-50 pro-Second Amendment. Now it's 70, 80%. The pro-gun culture of liberty really is gaining ground in the minds of men and legislatively. So they're just going the backdoor regulatory way.
Well, again, I think we need to make personal lives very public of those people who have a hand in this.
I want you to talk to the gun show operator who's now, they've just totally canceled it. They just say, sorry, it's over. The police say, the BATF says they're God, and why they're so bold. But briefly, you have great little comic books for kids that explain the Second Amendment, and you tell the story in there that people can look up of Athens, Tennessee, the Battle of Athens.